Hello. So here I are. We're in my store. We're not going to go in the breakdown the whole store. We're not going to give you the full tour quite yet. We are going to just talk about what we're doing and why we're doing it. So that's today's video one. This is an introduction. So why are we doing this video? Well, because I want other game store owners and other people trying to start a small business to understand the difficulties or the bonuses, the pros and cons essentially of running a small store, running a small business, or anything along that sites. I also run a nonprofit, which we could talk about in some other videos, but for now we're just focusing on the store. The store is named Guff Stuff. It's a small gaming store. It's located in the northern part of the country in a state called Minnesota, and yeah, we are right up there by the Canadian border, so it's pretty awesome. A little bit of investigation will tell you exactly where it's at, and that's fine. We don't have any problems with that. But yeah, we have struggles, we have times, and I just want to go through the rise, fall, and the re-rising of the store. We've been through a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not always been a happy story. Sometimes it's a sad story, sometimes it's a great story, and it's just a lot of things that happen, and we're going to talk about all of them. And we're not going to try and keep too many secrets. We're not going to necessarily show everybody that comes to the store because not everybody wants to be on camera, especially up here in the small town stuff. But yeah, we'll talk about the day-to-day stuff. We're going to talk about some of the stuff we do here, like the 3D printing and the miniatures and the tabletop RPGs and the board games, as you can see in the corner here. We got tons of board games back over here that we play. We also have the reference stuff right here. This whole thing from IKEA is just full of all the gaming books that we use here at the store, and whatnot. So to start off with, I did start this business about September-ish of 2013, 2012, somewhere in there, and have been running it here ever since. It's a small space for a store, and I'm not going to lie, but it is on a frontage road on a main highway that goes through town, and we have private parking, which is huge. We don't have to deal with the city. We don't have to deal with all the other stuff. I think that is important to let you know all this stuff, because I think this is part of just why, we had another location that when I ran a thrift store, and that location was a bigger building, but it was in a terrible location as far as parking goes. We had like 2 or 3 stalls in front of our house, or in front of our building that we could use for parking. And that wasn't as definitely nice as having this whole parking lot we have now. We do share with 2 other businesses. We're kind of like a micro, I think a micro mall, but it's not really a micro mall. It's just a giant building with 3 businesses attached to it. So with that said, we do share the parking lot, but the hours that we run, the hours that we play, really have no impact on the hours that they're here. They're here early in the morning and they're gone by noon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at the latest. And so we usually here until at least 6, and then generally there's games that play later at night. So it does get a little bit wild and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're just going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the stuff we sell, what kind of products we sell. And it's just this daily struggle and the daily bonuses of what's going on. So anyway, we'll get back to you as soon as we're done. We're going to eat some lunch, and then we'll get back to you after that.